Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and we're going to be talking about chunky books today. I am wearing my Sophie Lark hoodie. This is the Sophie Lark logo. It says fucking savage on the back. It brings me so much joy. I'm having a good day today. I wanted to let you know, if you are not following me on Instagram, that's where I update, do updates between videos, but I didn't have a video this past Saturday because I woke up with really bad vertigo and was having severe vertigo attacks the entirety of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was pretty awful. I'm very glad that they are gone now, but I just wanted to let you know in case it happens again and I don't have a video scheduled, that things could get screwed up this month if I have any sort of neurological attack like that again. So I just wanted to let you know, but I always do updates on my Instagram story if I'm not gonna have my video up on time, just so that I can let you all know. So I just wanted to mention that. But now on to the actual video for today, which is books that are over 450 pages. I love a good chunky book, one that takes you time to read. It has a lot to it, and I have quite a few to recommend, so we're gonna get right into it. The first one that I wanted to recommend is literally every Sarah J Maas book. I just grabbed Crescent City off my shelf because it was the one that was in the front, but Sarah J Maas's books are huge. So this book is, I think it's over 700 pages, so it's like 800 something pages. Yeah, 803 in this edition. So these books are giant. Her books are all fantasy or fantasy romance. This series is fantasy, it has some romance in it. Her ACOTAR series also, I think the books are quite chunky. They are fantasy romance, so her books are always a good one to go to if you're looking for something that's like got a lot to it. Her books are long. They take some time for you to read. Even for somebody who reads very quickly like me, I usually take at least a couple of days to read this long of a book. So I wanted to mention those if you're looking for a fantasy type book. Another good one to try is Mariana Zapata. Most of her books are over 450 pages. Like I said, I just grabbed this one off the shelf. This is Under Lock. It's a Grumpy Sunshine workplace mechanic shop romance. I think it's even brother's friend, maybe. If I remember correctly, somebody can correct me if that's wrong, but this is just the one I grabbed. I know that All Roads Lead Here, Wall of Winnipeg, Culty, Wait for Me, Wait for It, something like that, and From Luke Off with Love, I know are all quite long also. So you've always got something to go with hers. Her books are all pretty slow burn also, so if you're looking for that long, drawn out agony of waiting for the couple to get together, Mariana Zapata is always one to grab. The next one that I'm going to recommend is The Forbidden Man by Karina Halley. I recommended this book recently in a Hero Falls First romance video. This is one of my all-time faves, my fave book by Karina Halley so far. And it is about a older woman, younger man, where the older woman's name is Talia. I think she's 40. She is a sports therapist and she gets a new job working for the Real Madrid soccer team and has a romance with one of the players. It is forbidden, obviously. Forbidden Man is forbidden. It is age gap. It is hero who is so freaking in love with his heroine, and it is fantastic. And it takes a while to get through it. So it is, I think it's 500 pages maybe, 480. So it's quite chunky and it's all so worth it. If you want a hero that's just like 100% into and so attracted to his heroine, this is the book you should try, especially how this book makes Talia feel, because Talia is the older woman. She's 40. She's feeling a little dragged, like she might be past her prime, and Alejo is like, no, you're fucking not. You are gorgeous. I am so attracted to you, and it is fire. Then the next one that I have to recommend is Credence. Is that upside down? Yep. Credence by Penelope Douglas. This is the Hello Lovely box edition. I don't have the regular edition. But this book is quite long. It does not have page numbers in it. 630 pages. Is that right? Really? Wow, I didn't realize it was even that long. This one is quite very long, at least this edition is. And this book is about a woman named Tiernan whose parents die, and she is not quite 18, so she is sent to live with her step uncle, who she has never met before, and his 2 sons, and she ends up in a sexual relationship with all 3 of them when the house gets snowed in for about a month or 2 at a time, in the depths of winter in Colorado, I think. And it's a whole book. And it is a lot. It's fantastic. I would 100% recommend it if you're looking for something a little bit more taboo. And it is fantastic. Another one that I want to recommend is It Ain't Me Babe by Tilly Cole. This is a motorcycle club. That's what I meant to say. It is a motorcycle club romance and a cult escapee heroine. The heroine grew up in this really creepy ass cult, and she ends up being able to escape, and she runs away, and she ends up at this motorcycle club where the leader of the motorcycle club, whose name I believe is Styx, he is mute. He doesn't speak. And he recognizes the heroine as somebody who he saw through the fence many years ago, and who he actually spoke to. And that she, the heroine, whose name I can't remember, seeks refuge at this motorcycle club while they help her try and rescue her sisters from the cult. And her and Styx end up falling in love. It's very good. It's darker. It is a little creepy at times, not in like a thriller type way, but just in a like cults exist and they're scary type way. So the cult that she lives in has some severe trigger warnings for this book, especially for rape, abuse, that kind of thing. They do not treat their women well in this cult, and it is great to see the heroine be able to escape and learn to understand how men should actually treat women from Styx, who becomes very in love with her, and it's very good. The next one that I'm going to recommend is a little bit on the lighter side, and that is Rushing In by Claire Kingsley. This is a small town romance where it is a little bit forbidden because the hero falls for his boss's daughter. Gavin, the hero, is a firefighter in the small town of Tillicum, and the heroine went through a very bad breakup and comes to Tillicum to stay with her father, who is the fire chief. And she and Gavin end up in a friends with benefits to lovers situation, but they meet when Skylar hits Gavin with her car. And it's a great meet cute. It's one of my favorites. It's very fun. Gavin is a thrill seeker hero. He is very not afraid of anything. He's always the first to run into a fire kind of situation, always the first to put himself in danger because he has no fear. And Skylar needs to really loosen up a little bit. So they pair really well together, and it's a great romance if you want something that's longer but lighter. Then the last two that I think I'm going to talk about are some Gianna Darling books. The first one that I'm going to mention is Inked in Lies by Gianna Darling. This is part of her Fallen Men series. Not all of the books in her Fallen Men series are over 450 pages, I don't think, but I know that this one is, and I think Dead Man Walking is as well. So they are both great options if you're looking for something longer. Inked in Lies is an age gap friends to lovers romance where the heroine grew up next door to the hero and has had a crush on him for a very, very, very long time, but the hero didn't the hero takes a long time to admit that he also likes the heroine. It is so good. It is so worth it. It's quite long, but it is so worth it. It is so amazing, and it is one of those ones where you can really notice Gianna Darling's very poetic, lyrical type writing style. I noticed it pretty much the most in this book, and it is so good. It adds so much to the story, especially because the heroine in this is very into flowers and like foliage, and she also has she is covered in tattoos, and the hero, who is also covered in tattoos, is a tattoo artist, and the way that they talk about the tattoos and describe the tattoos and use the tattoos as a form of expression is done so beautifully, and I love it so much. The other Gianna Darling book that I wanted to talk about is When Heroes Fall. This is book 1 in her Anti-Heroes in Love duet. I actually have not read book 2 yet, so I can't speak on that one, but this one is fantastic. It does end on like a happy for now type moment, but this one follows Elena, who is a lawyer and always really kind of views things in black and white. She is very much a you do bad things, you're a bad person type view on life, and she ends up being the lawyer for one of the people who is high up in the Italian mafia in New York City, and she becomes his defense lawyer, and he broadens her horizons, makes her see her life in entirely different ways, makes her see the world in entirely different ways, and makes her realize that anti-heroes are a thing and that not everyone who breaks the law is a bad person. And it is a very, very interesting book. It's so good. Dante and Elena are really amazing. Elena also has endometriosis, so there's that representation in there. It's so good. I really, really loved it and would totally recommend it if you want something longer. But that's it. Those are the ones that I was going to recommend in this video. And I hope you enjoy them. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it and subscribe so you can see more from me. But I hope you have a great day. Bye.